everybody, welcome in. I'm glad you're here because it's time for the shave of the day. I look forward to each day of life, and I look forward just as much so to my shave of the day. I do. It's that simple. No particular reason other than the fact that I simply enjoy it, and I hope you do as well. I have already prepared my shave by the hot towel treatment. I have held hot compresses on, so to speak, on my beard. And I have some pre-shave. This is the Razor brand pre-shave. Oh, what happened there? That's another story. Well, it had something to do with this one. This is a small razor for me and my big hands. And I almost dropped it. I wasn't filming for the shave of the day. I was just making a quick shave because we had somewhere to go and I was in a hurry. And I almost dropped it. And when I did, I just grabbed it with this hand. Luckily, it's okay. I grabbed it with that hand. But on the downstroke, the blade just grazed my finger.
Ouch!
I didn't have any Band-Aids, but I did have crazy glue. So I glued it up, and then I had a paper towel and some adhesive tape, and that's what I came up with yesterday or the day before, 2 days ago. So this little bad boy here is so thin. I don't know if you can see this or not, but look, you can almost barely slip a sheet of paper through there. It's so whisper thin. And the same goes for this blade. This blade is very thin. It's a 5/8. Supposedly, it looks more like a 4/8 in comparison to my Dovo 5/8. It seemingly is a 4/8, but it's the Gentleman's B. Worth. It's called a Gentleman's Favorite B. Worth and Sons Sheffield. And it's a great razor. But when you have big old hands, you got to get a big old razor. So we're taking care of that in the process right now. So we won't have to worry about that much longer. And I hope that I'll be able to handle the larger sized razors much better than I am handling the smaller sized razors. Excuse me, I'm a little congested today. I woke up that way this morning. I have a sink full of hot water and an Ever-Ready C40. Yes, a vintage brush. I love this brush, and it has a Sunrise 24 millimeter knot on it. And my wife borrowed this yesterday, and it looks like she has a little bit of mascara. Believe it or not, a little mascara dot right there in it, and I just crushed it and it's spreading. But that's okay, I'm not complaining. I have gotten my wife to use my shave soaps. I've gotten my wife to use my shave brushes, and I have now got her to use, drum roll, I've got her to use my razors, my double-edged safety razors. She's been using the Mercure Futur. That Mercure is a great razor, but she wants to try something else. So next time I'll be giving her my slim adjustable from Gillette to use, and that's a great razor. She's had a few little nicks on her legs, nothing major though, and I think she's really impressed. I know I'm impressed by the smoothness of her legs. It's like 10 times as smooth. And the soap I'm using today smells of teak wood and cardamom, among other things. This shaving soap is from Soap Commander. I like this stuff. They are really awesome. They're an excellent company, number one. Number two, they're excellent people. They really are. Darren and his awesome wife, Carrie Siebert, they're just unbeatable. The kind of people that you would want to live next door to if you were fortunate enough. And I mean that sincerely and from the bottom of my heart, guys, if you're watching this. And you know, chances are they will. That's the kind of people they are. If they see the name where I tag them that they have, I'm shaving with their soap or their product, they're the kind of people, they will spend the time and they'll watch the video. Now, they won't know I'm saying this until they view this. And if they don't, then nothing gained, nothing lost. It's just a nice compliment. So I can't brag about this soap enough. I can say that I have 2 more on the way, not the same kind, but I have 2 more of their soaps. This is their Passion, and it has teakwood and cardamom in it. I have the process currently blooming, and this water is just unbelievable. I love the smells of their soaps. I have smelled my friend's soaps that he had by them and loved it, and I said, well, I've got to have some. So I have made the opportunity, so I had to get some, and now I'm getting more. I got my shave bowl immersed in some hot water, and it is currently ready to go. I'm going to load up my brush right now, poured out the bloom water, or all of it. And the way that I take my brush, I should have shown you this, but I didn't. Excuse me. I fill it up, and then I don't squeeze all the water out. I turn it upside down, and then it pours out, and then I sort of bang it a couple of times on my hand like that. And whatever amount dumps out then, that's the amount that goes out, and I keep the rest inside the brush. Okay, I've already got my pre-shave on, and I'm going to try something a little bit differently today. I was watching a video that's a training video on professional barber schools and how to shave a customer. And each time the barber uses pre-shave on the customer in between passes. So that's what I'm going to try this time to see if it makes a big difference like it's supposed to. Wow. You know, you can tell right off the bat if you've got a good quality soap. I know I can. Not just by the smell. I mean, just when you start putting it on and applying the soap to your face. Now, I meant to show you guys this. You probably noticed it. That little spot there. I won't be shaving over that today. What happened was I had cut myself, just a light cut, and then that's when I almost dropped my razor and grabbed it and ended up really doing the damage on my hand, or my finger at least. But that's nothing. I mean, I have had lots worse. I sharpen knives for the public. My business is called Mirrored Edges. And I remember one day I cut both thumbs with a nail bed all the way down, from the nail all the way down through the nail bed, and almost cut the entire tip off of one of my thumbs. Yeah, that was a doozy. It hurt. I mean, picture this. It's almost the same as having, I guess the same as having surgery without any anesthetic. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. Surgery without anesthesia. I don't want that again. Needless to say, I never did make that mistake while sharpening knives again. It was a process that I was working on. I was trying to speed up the process. You know, I always get in trouble when I try to hurry things along. That's actually what I was doing when I cut myself. I was speeding up the shave and trying to finish really, you know, in a hurry. But when I was sharpening knives that day, what happened was I was in a hurry, which I shouldn't have been, but I was trying to speed up the process, of getting my my knife, I was actually putting a new edge on it. It's called reprofiling. I was trying to do a reprofile, so you have to get rid of some of the old steel. So I was getting rid of the old steel, and I thought, well, this would be a lot quicker if I did it like this. And it was a lot quicker, but a lot more dangerous. I risked myself by trying it that way because I put my fingers too close to the steel. And I lost respect for the steel. Anytime you lose respect for the steel, it's going to teach you a lesson. I found that out a long time ago, and I don't know why I didn't think of that the other day when I was shaving, because I just don't think that, that's the problem. You don't think, right? No, you just don't think that you're going to cut yourself shaving as bad as that. You know, you don't, or I didn't. Okay, let's just say I didn't. All right, let's bring out the gentleman's favorite by B. Worth and Sons. My good buddy Mike Baker gave me this razor. Thank you, Mike. I love it. And I have stropped it. It's ready to go. I think it would be nice to try a blade that a razor that's it's got a shoulderless razor. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a shoulder on it right in here. I'm going to try and get around this cut area. Yeah, that's good. I'm not going to push it. I don't want to cut the top off of the scab. I want it to stay like that. Okay, just trimming up just a bit here. Right now my fingers are slipping on this. My big ass hands are slipping on this, and I apologize. It just makes me so upset to have big hands. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to you guys, I know, but to me, when you're trying to shave and it just screws you up, or it does me. I have thought about getting a commissary. I hope I'm saying that correctly. The commissary, Japanese, one of those weird looking blades. Do you guys out there have any experience with those? I know there's a few of you guys that have them. I've seen you before. A commissary, you have a few of those, and I'd like to hear about them. Are they good? Would you suggest them for someone who has big hands? That's sort of what I'm wanting. Okay. Trying to angle this beard up somewhat, so I'm checking it out on both sides. Don't want to go too far down. Going to put a little more of the soap Passion Soap Commander soap. I'm going to load a little more into my brush. I really like this stuff. I really don't have a lot of soaps that I don't like. If I don't like soaps, I either pay them forward to somebody else that doesn't have any soaps, or I trade them off to somebody who hasn't tried that particular style, you know, because someone else may like it. Everybody's different, you know that, so I like to trade around soaps and pocket knives. Oh boy, I was known, or still am, I guess, in most groups, as a big trading kind of guy when it comes down to knives. I like trading. I really like trading knives. That's just what I like. Something cool. That way you get to own several different kinds and you don't have to buy them all. If I didn't have the knives that I do from trading, I would never have owned the massive amount of knives I've had in my, you know, years collecting. I have been very fortunate. A lot of great people in the knife community, a lot of great people in the shaving community. And I'm thankful to all of you guys. When I wipe my blade off on my towel, I'm not dragging it even like this. I'm dragging it at an angle just so you guys will know. I figure that, you know, that's the way I would do it if I was wiping something off a knife. So I know knives are totally different than razors, but I think a lot of the aspects are the same, the way you take care of them. Right now, my fingers are getting loose. I'm sort of losing grip on my blade. And that's why I want a larger razor. I'm going to recoat my neck again. This is great stuff. Picked my grandson up from school today. He said, "Papa." I said, "Yeah?" He said, "That sure was fast." I don't know if he'd been timing me or the teacher said, "Well, that's it, get ready, and it's time to go home." And I guess I pulled up about the time the teacher said that. He thought it was coincidental. Upward pass now. I really love watching kids grow. You know, it's different being a papa than it was being a dad, you know? It just is. I don't know why. You don't love them anymore. It's just different. I guess you're not as busy trying to make a living and provide for them, and so you get to sit back and watch a little more, you know? Excuse me, I'm going to have a sip of some Lipton green iced tea. Diet green iced tea. Good stuff. That's what I drink constantly. That and coffee. I like caramel macchiato. My wife makes me caramel macchiatos all the time. I love them. I think I've actually converted to to being a full-time straight razor shaver. I'm having a lot of difficulties with this today, boys and girls. And this is sort of how it looks after I make my passes. And then I rinse off the small towel or washcloth. It's a giant washcloth, I guess. Then I rinse it off and start over. Doing a little shaping now. Man, that stuff is nice. I like the consistency. It just hangs around and you don't have to worry about it thinning itself out. When you put a little more water on the brush, you're not going to, unless you just like sink the brush up to the hilt, you know, you're not going to mix it up so bad that it's not still going to provide you a good amount of lather. You'd have to just wash it out of your brush before it did that. That's what I mean by saying a good consistency. I mean, it is consistent in producing a good quality lather. In fact, I'm going to dip the bristles and stir up a little more. Just no more soap, but just the amount of soap I have on my brush and in my bowl. I'm mixing it up with a little more water just to see what I can whip up. And it's doing great. Good stuff. Darren and Carrie, you guys are on the ball with this stuff. I can't wait to try the other two soaps that just hit the shelves. I'm not going to say what they are yet. Want to make sure I get them. I don't doubt you guys. I don't trust the mail. Probably because I lost $600 worth of knives to the mail once. I sure did. Man, you talk about ticked off. Didn't do any good, no reason to be mad. I should have been mad at myself, and I was, for not having insurance. Boy, I sucked up that mistake. Whew. Took a long time before I forgot about that one. In fact, I never did forget about it as far as the insurance goes, because now, every time I send out something in the mail, it is properly insured. Oh man, I really screwed the pooch on that one that day. So guys and girls and ladies, men, whatever, just don't ever send off your packages without insurance. It's a no-no, and I learned the hard way that day. It won't happen again, and I've paid out some major insurance hauls. I sent off some jewelry once to a buddy in California. He's a jeweler. My buddy David Gallo is his name. He's an awesome friend, and he does an awesome job. He's actually the jeweler aficionado. He makes the rings, or has made the rings for Sons of Anarchy, the movie guys. I sent him a bunch of diamonds and rings, necklaces, just so he could make my wife a new ring, which he did, and it's beautiful. But back to the point, I had to send those properly insured. And you buy $29,000 worth of insurance, and it's costly. Closing up shop. Great razor here, by the way. Cuts really nicely. You could see some of the blood starting to come through there, by the way. Oh, you better believe I was ouching that day. Ow, ow, ouch. Sound like a puppy dog. Wow, I mean, dang, it hurt. But I've hurt worse. Just one of those things, you know. It happens. You deal with knives. I told myself this once, and it's true. Same with razors. You deal with knives as often as I deal with knives, sharpening for people. I was told yesterday or last night I have 3 more on the way from a customer. Anyway, when you deal with knives as often as I do, you're gonna get cut. That's just, you know, the way it is. Murphy's Law, right? Whatever can happen will. Tell you what, I have forgotten the most important process, my aftershave. So we will take a little break and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back in. Just a short little break like that. Man, that's the fastest I've ever gone downstairs. And back upstairs for that matter. Had a little quick run to do, a little rendezvous. And I need to close down the pores on my face. I thought about using my Razor Rock alum block. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use bay rum. Look at that, baby. Beautiful bottle from the 1920s. This is a Harmony of Boston company, bay rum. And Boston, St. Louis is where this is located, by the way. And I love this bottle. I love the top. A little unscrew type top. And that's how it goes on. Pretty cool. I would die if I lost that down the sink. Okay, I had to have some bay rum. Something just made me want some. And it pours out in perfect amounts. I love that top. I love the smell of this stuff too. This is Clubman Pinode Virgin Island Bay Rum. It smells awesome. I didn't like it when I first got it, but I'm freaking out over it now. I guess you just had to get used to it, you know? I like it though. Love this bottle. I'm into collecting bottles. I even have a video of my bottle collection. It's down below somewhere. In fact, I think I've got another bottle on the way. Did I say that? Dadgum. Just don't tell my wife, okay? I'm putting on some Burt's Bees. This is their natural skincare product aftershave. 100% natural. And this stuff really works great at restoring and revitalizing your skin. And I really need it. And that's awesome. It says, leaves your skin as smooth as honey. Burt's Bees. I've got a lot of great products. They even have aftershave and soaps too. I'm going to have to try some of their bay rum. Burt's Bees Bay Rum. I don't have it yet. Okay, I'm going to try to go heal this thing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. I have reached it. Ho status. Ho status. Yeah. Ho status. I am really having some fun today, and I hope you have been too. If you're not, it's your own fault. No one to blame but yourself. Get out and have some fun. Include some family and friends, and you'll make the best of the situation. I can guarantee it, okay? Thank you once again for watching. Peace.